How to find love on Valentine's Day or any day. Our guest is the psychic matchmaker, Deborah Graham.
Hi, KJ. Happy Valentine's Day. How you doing?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so excited to be talking to you. What a special day to have Deborah Graham, the psychic matchmaker, on with us. Are you feeling the love today, Deborah?
I am feeling the love. Love is in the air everywhere. I'm looking around, baby, and I'm wearing my peak, and this girl is on fire, and I am ready to get deep and large with you, girl.
Oh, good. Well, I've got a couple of lovely ladies that we're going to be talking to, seeing if we can help them today. But I do want to talk about you have so much going on. I mean, we know you from TLC, but you have a weekly podcast that drops on Fridays, Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham. So for those of us who can't get enough of you, Deborah, tell us a little bit about your podcast.
Yeah, I love it. We just started it. I mean, I've been on Sirius XM for many, many years, and then we just started with the Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham, and it's so much fun because you can listen to it anywhere, any place, anytime. What I love is there's no subscription fee. You can just listen to it right there on your smartphone. And if somebody wants to get a live reading on the air, they could get a free reading as well. They just go to psychicdeborahgraham.com for more information. But it's been exciting. Just to help people. What makes me so happy to do what I do, and I work, no joke, probably 18 hours a day, every day, is to get one call from one person to say, hey, thank you so much for helping me find my partner, find my soulmate, or just getting me to where I needed to be and getting out of my head. Because most of us are so stuck in our head that we can't see what's right in front of us. And sometimes the love of your life could be right there in front of you, but we're so damn stubborn and stuck that we can't just seem to get out of our own way.
Isn't that interesting? I was thinking about having you on, and the complicated little thing called love that you are always trying to help people with. It's like whether you're single and trying to find it, or then you get in the relationship and it has different complications. What you do is such a gift, and I wanted to know, how often are you talking to people who maybe are in relationships, who maybe today, Valentine's Day, isn't as much fun because they are struggling? How do you help the people who are in relationships?
Well, to me, it's a blessing and a curse because I can't turn off what I do. So it's with me every day, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And how I am helping people finding that love and being able to connect is to believe in their self. They don't want to believe in a person or a partner. They want to believe in their self. And when you believe in you, you will attract the person that you need to attract, the person that you're supposed to be with, not for a short time, but for a long time. But number one key to success is honesty and direct eye contact. That's, to me, super important, because if you can't allow somebody to look into your soul and they're not allowing you to look into their soul, then that means that's a wall, okay? And what you need to understand also, a lot of people out in the world, is that we get ourselves in situations that are convenient. I mean, I hate to use the word lazy, but a lot of us are lazy these days because either we're tired of going backwards in the same relationship over and over, or we're feeling like, well, it's too hard to start all over again. So I'm going to be in this loveless, lifeless marriage, relationship, whatever it is. Don't give up. I don't care if you're 19, 20, or if you're 150. Love is in the air. You just got to connect and communicate with your spirit, your own intuition, and believe, believe, believe. Don't give up and don't give in. It's kind of like that song, Don't Stop Believing. You got to believe it. You got to hold on to love, because it's all about love, love, love.
Deborah Graham is the psychic matchmaker, and I have with me today, I'm so glad that she could make it, my executive producer, Jonna, she is looking for love, and those of us who follow her on social media know that she's got someone she's interested in. So I'm excited. I'm going to bring Jonna in, and Jonna, say hello to Deborah, and let's see what we can do for you.
Oh gosh. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Jonna. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right. Let's come in strong, girl. Give me your birth date, month, and date.
All right. It is November 10th.
Ooh, you are high energy, girl. You are high energy. You've been waiting, you've been searching. But one thing that I love about your energy, Jana, is that you have been patient enough to hold off for the right person at the right place at the right time. Believe it or not, I feel like your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever the heck you want to call it, is right there in front of you. Okay. And I feel like you just need to let down that wall and just trust, because you have trust issues. You've been burned, not once, not twice, but several times. Okay. And a lot of this is also reflecting energy that goes back early as on his childhood. Now, what does that mean? It could be that you could have been in a situation that was just not healthy, and it's almost like a blockage. And now I feel like your heart chakra is open. Now, what is the heart chakra? That's the fourth chakra. And I'm seeing the color green all over your aura. And what that's telling me, Jana, is that you're connected, not only spiritually, but you're connected to yourself. And I feel like that door has opened. So what's going on in the love life? Because I feel like that soulmate's right there. I feel like now is the time, baby.
Now is the time, she said.
All right. This is the scary question. She was nervous to ask, Jana. It's time. It's time to get the truth.
Oh,
ask Deborah your question.
Okay, so there is someone that I'm interested in, and I just wanted to know if I was wasting my time with this particular person.
Let me have the birthday, month and date only of this person.
July 28th. Okay, they don't ask me why I know that.
All righty, but let me tell you something. This person's been through a lot. They've had a lot of emotional blockages. There is still somebody in the wings, I hate to say this to you, that's still trying to suck their energy in. But I feel like you are at the right place. I don't feel like it's a waste of time. I don't feel like it's a waste of energy. I feel like you need to put the time into it. I feel like it's going to be one of those relationships that it could be the highest of highs, but the lowest of lows. But number one is being patient. I do feel like there's a soulmate connection. So I feel like you are in it to win it, girl. Let's give it a clap. Praise be to God. Amen.
Oh, goodness.
Ring the dinger bell there.
No, we're ready to move on. Because the truth is, but the problem is we got to clear out the ex. Okay, that's still some toxic energy. Did they talk about their past relationship? Because that's really important to remove that negative energy.
No, we haven't really talked about past relationships.
Well, how long you been dating?
Well, we're not actually dating.
They're in the courting phase.
Yes.
Okay, so give it 3 months. Give it 3 months, and then you need to start digging in deep and large. But I do feel a connection there. Definitely, there is a connection there. I just feel like you just need to take it nice and slow. Don't rush too fast, too quick, and don't keep swiping left and right and thinking what else is there. Because your problem is you got abandonment issues, kiddo. I'm sorry, I see it. And the reality is you don't want to feel like you're left in the cold. Get rid of your fear and get the hell out of your ego. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, baby.
Thank you. Goodness.
All right. It was a lot, but I think we're all cheering Jana on, and everything you were saying, even in the beginning, Deborah, about, believing in yourself and believing that you deserve it. Those are all things that we love for Jana to hear. And I think she's smiling. You can't see her, but she's got the biggest smile on her face right now.
She's smiling. She wants her own family. She's ready for that. She's ready to settle down. She's ready to have that partnership. She wasn't ready a few years ago, but I feel like she's in that energy phase right now. But it's got to take a really special person to get into her world, because her world is very small, even though she has this bright energy and she's very flamboyant and outgoing. But really, when it comes down to it, Jana, you are a super private person. Would you agree?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
There you go. So this is a big one for this person to even allow them to come into your energy, feel that you're even taking the time to make the time to allow it to happen. So kudos to you, girl. You're going to have to let us know how it works out. And if anybody wants to get their own one-on-one psychic reading, they could always go to my website, psychicdeborahgraham.com, for more information, or listen to the podcast, The Psychic Connection with Deborah Graham.
All right, Deborah, next up we have Leanne. Leanne is one of our most loyal, most wonderful followers here, and she is calling in from Texas. Leanne, you are on with Deborah Graham.
Hi there.
Hi.
Thank you for again, I'm Leanne. My birthday is October 11th. Do you want my question?
All right. Your question.
I am pretty independent, and I don't know if I'm ever going to find love. That's my question. How do I do that?
Well, let me tell you, you're absolutely right. You're the kind of person, you like your four corners. You're like an elephant. You forgive, but you don't forget. You have not even remotely came close to a twin flame, a soulmate, a connection, not even a for now, honey. So we got some cobwebs. You got to get the weed whacker. You got to clear them out. You're going to have to vibrate that energy, girlfriend, down below and get rid of all that old energy in order for you to be ready for somebody. But let me tell you something. You're not going to like this one, but I'm going to tell you, you are not, I repeat, you are not marriage material. So what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you wouldn't be in a healthy, strong relationship, but you don't need a ring and a priest. You don't need somebody that you have to change your name or put your energy into them owning you. You want to own your own energy. Would you agree?
Oh, yes. Big time.
So we need a partner. See, you're perfect. You're perfect. You need somebody who's a partner that they kind of have their own place. You kind of have your own place. You do your own thing, but you're in a partnership. Somebody you can go out to dinner with, somebody you could go places with, but you don't need somebody in your life 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Because some people are needy, and like you, you're not. You're just not. And that's okay. I repeat, that's okay. So at this point, you are giving yourself permission to have fun. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Any advice for her, Deborah, on how, because I know Leanne very well, and how she, dating online doesn't sound like a super fun thing. How does she go about opening herself up and meeting that person?
She's not going to go into online dating. Absolutely not. You are not a candidate. That means that's a red flag for you. You're going to have to go out, meet people through somebody, knowing somebody, and you might be at a red light and you might just meet that person and have that spark and be like, oh my God, I feel this connection. But number one, you need to work on your inner trapped, deep-rooted emotional fears, because fear is a form of failure. And if you continue holding on to those fears, that's what's going to block you, or otherwise is known as enable you from moving forward to getting to where you need to be. So number one, work on releasing, take a step forward, and be open. And what I want you to do is hug a tree. I know you're thinking, what the heck? Go hug a tree, because you need to be rooted and grounded in the first chakra. And I want you, I repeat, to wear the color red and hug a tree. And the reason why, it's going to help you get rid of the old inner trapped emotion, because you're still holding on to a past relationship that you haven't really suffered from. And that heaviness is still heart shocking. So what happened in your past? Just give me the 30-second version, because I feel it. That's your blockage. This is a very deep-rooted emotional pain that you have to reroot energy. Just like a tree, you got to start growing new roots, my love.
Well, the love of my life cheated on me with a very good friend. So that's the crux of it right there.
That's it. You're burned. You're burned. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. That's why I said you will not ever give yourself 100%. You might give 90%. You might give 99.9%, but you will never, ever give 100%, because, you know, shame on me once, shame on me twice, 3 times, what the heck, right? But you will have a partner, but you have to work on releasing it. So I'm going to tell you what to do really, really quickly. Write a letter. You're not giving him, but write a letter, release him. Thank him for the things he's learned you. Thank you for the things that he's done to you, all the bad stuff he's put you through, and say, I let go, I release you, and I surrender. Then I want you to take it and put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, put a cup of kosher or sea salt to it, throw it in the freezer, leave it there for 3 nights. On the 3rd or 4th day, I want you to take it and flush it down the toilet and cut it up, because you're going to get rid of that old. And I'm telling you, girl, you're going to turn this party around, and you're going to be ready naturally and organically to meet somebody without going on those apps. And you will have love and not be afraid of being hurt again, because that's the thorn in your butt that you just can't get rid of. Okay?
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll do it tonight. Start.
Listen,
girl.
Leanne,
That's the
I'm
story
gonna
of
need
do it.
I'm gonna need all of the visuals. I'm gonna need Leanne. I need video of you wearing red and hugging the tree. I need video of you putting the baggie
Yes,
in the freezer.
we
Like,
want
we
it.
want to see all of this. We're cheering you on.
I need to find a
God
tree.
bless you, girl, and don't give up.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Be well.
Thank you so much. Deborah Graham, you have a book. So I'm thinking about, Jana and Leanne and everybody that is listening today, wanting more from you, wanting to really learn how to go about doing this. Deborah Graham's Guide to Attracting and Keeping Your True Love. A few nuggets from your book that you want to make sure people know about and go out and get that book.
Number one is letting go of your fears, letting go of your pain, having that direct eye contact, going out within 3 dates within 3 weeks. And this is the biggest kicker out there is stay monogamous for 3 months. That means no sexual intercourse for 3 months. You could hug, you could touch, but refrain from a physical relationship. What that's going to do, it's going to raise your vibration. It's going to open you up, and it's going to attract the right person and not attract a lower bottom feeder, because people who are looking just for the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, that's not for you. If you want a healthy, strong relationship, stay monogamous. Don't give it up for 3 months, and you watch how that changes you. And there's so much more in Deborah Graham's Psychic Guide to attracting and keeping your own true love, and also on the podcast, The Psychic Connections with Deborah Graham.
I gotta ask Deborah, your history and how you realized you had this gift was what was it always more about honing in on relationships and love, or did it just kind of you just became aware that that was really where your strength was and where you could help the most?
Well, you're not going to believe this one, but I'm going to go back over 30 years ago. I had a client that came in for a medium reading. He lost his wife, and he was in his high 70s. And he started calling me once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. I said, oh, he's coming to be very codependent. I had another client very recently pass away, her husband. So I made their appointments to come at the same time, at the same place, on the same day. Well, I made another appointment. So they have to wait in the waiting room for, 30 or 40 minutes or whatever it was. And then I came out and I said, hey, you guys had the pleasure of meeting each other. They were like, yes. I said, well, you guys have something in common. Both of your spouse passed away. Maybe you guys should go out to lunch or dinner. They were like, yeah, we're going to go. So they went out. They had a luncheon where I had to go chaperone them. We went to Captain D's. I'll never forget that in my life. And they stood together until he passed away. Actually ended up getting married. And on his deathbed, he gave me a little angel that I still have. And he said, you are my guardian angel. And he said, you gave me the best 5 years of my life. This is your calling. And ever since that day, that's when the Psychic Matchmaker was born. No joke. That's my story. And that's what happened. So that's when I started working and matching people, connecting people. So the interesting thing is I didn't find it. The universe found me.
That's amazing. You got John over here crying.
Oh, baby. God bless. But yes, that's how it works. You have to be ready and open and pay attention. I keep telling people we're so overwhelmed with not paying attention to where we need to be, what we need to do, and how we need to live our life, that our own worst enemy is ourselves. So that's what we need to do, is let go of the fear, drop down that wall, and live in the moment.
Deborah Graham, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you on with us today. Happy Valentine's Day, and thank you so much for being on the KJ Today Show.
Thank you again. Happy Valentine's Day.
How's everybody feeling?
Like I'm gonna start crying soon.
Johnny, you gotta be
work to do.
You got work to do. You gotta be bold and brave with that FedEx man.
Oh God. Oh man, what a time to be alive right now.
Do you feel better, or do you feel more stressed?
Both? Can I say both?
Leanne, are you gonna go do all these rituals?
I think I am, but I have to find a tree because I live at the beach. So I'm at work right now. But I think I have a tree in my backyard. So I know I have a tree in my backyard, but my neighbors might think I'm odd doing it. So,
Hey.
but I'll find one.
Hey, man, I want to see it. And when she was talking about all of that, I'm like, I kind of want to go deeper. Like, what is it about the freezer? Like, why are we freezing this for 3 days?
I'm gonna Google that. I am.
I bet she probably has all that in her book too. Well, that was super fun. I'm excited for both of you to see where this goes in finding love.
Oh goodness.
You can do it.
What a time.
Well, thank you for setting this up. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. Happy Valentine's Day, Leanne.
Happy Valentine's Day. You guys have a great day. Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Johnny, you got to go back to work.
I mean, not really.
Has FedEx guy been in today?
Yeah, he already came today.
Oh, okay. So you got time to prepare for tomorrow.
Yes. When apparently I have to make eye contact.
You got to start looking deep into his soul. making the eye contact.
It's so funny that she said that because I was like, I literally hate eye contact with people because I tell people all the time, I'm like, I hate eye contact because I feel like people are looking into my soul and I don't like that.
Yeah, but how is he going to know you're a soulmate if he can't see your soul, Jonna?
I don't know, bro.
Oh,
Well,
man.
apparently
I
he's
wish
my
we had
soulmate, so like
I wish we had a camera for the first time that you are actively looking into his eyes.
I'll be sure to let you know how it goes.
Okay, please do. All right. Well, I am gonna try to cut this up and get it out there for the world to see today. And oh boy, what if he sees it?
Well, then he'll know that he's my soulmate, so he better come talking to me.
All right, I'm gonna go edit. I love you.
I love you too.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.